What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now in this video we're gonna do a complete tutorial where we're gonna take an offer from Maxbounty and create a landing page for it, a proper landing page, and then advertise it on Facebook so that you get traffic from there, and then these people are gonna come in, they're gonna convert on the offer, and you're gonna make money. So first of all, what is Maxbounty? Maxbounty is a CPA network. So it's very different from affiliate networks where you're getting a percentage of the sale. Here, you just need to basically have somebody sign up for something, like give an email or fill out a form, fill out a survey, something like that. They don't necessarily need to buy something, but if they do buy something, you have those offers as well there too. So as you can see, you can make some good money with Maxbounty. I'm not even really working that hard. I'm just kind of, taking it easy. It's kind of a side project for me. So you can definitely make decent money. So the way I like to start out is what I do is I go into my my campaign screen. So I go to my campaign screen, and I like to look at some of the campaigns, right? And let me tell you a little bit about what's going on here. So here we have the campaign name, we have the CPA type, and we're looking specifically for dollar per lead. We also have the CPA rate, which is how much they pay us. Then we have the EPC, which stands for earnings per click, and then we have the kinds of traffic they allow. Because there's different traffic sources like email, contextual, display, search, social, native, mobile ads, and not all campaigns allow all of these traffic sources. So for this purpose, we're going to use Facebook ads. And so we want to make sure that we have this selected. We have social media selected. We don't really need the other things selected. So maybe we can even remove, like all of these other ones. We want to make sure the social media is selected. And then we can do a CPA type. I like dollars per lead, because I want to get, a small amount. I want to get a little payout when somebody signs up through my traffic source. And then, let's see, I want only my approved offers. I want mobile optimized because a lot of traffic comes on mobile. And then we do search. And now we have a lot of campaigns here. And I also like to pick, let's see, all categories, all countries. So let's only pick US for now. Okay, let's target US traffic. The reason for US is it's one of the easiest ways to get started, and it's also English speaking, so you don't really need to translate your ads and offers and things like that. So we have our United States. We're looking at some offers. I like to, sometimes I like to sort this by the EPC to see which are the most kind of the highest converting offers. And I don't really want to go for these big ones, right? Because this is $40 per lead, and they really have to sign their whole life away, right? In order for you to get $40. Also, a lot of these are sales, right? So right now we're just looking at dollar per leads. And so what I like to do is I like these small ones. So I remember I had one of the offers that I was looking for was home makeover. So why don't we go and find home makeover? So here's a home instant play sweepstakes home makeover one field, and this is an offer that I've had decent success for back in the day, and this is an offer I can recommend to you guys, and it's an offer that's working well right now. And so this is one field, right? So if they only fill out their email address, you will get $1.80, $1.80 per lead, and you can look. They has 300 actions per day. And you could look at the landing page. Okay, you see this landing page right here. You can click on the default landing page, and if you are in the US, you will be able to see that. Okay, so we can click here. We can see this. Now, the way you promote this offer, we're gonna promote this offer on Facebook. So once we get into the Facebook Ad Manager, I'm gonna teach you exactly how to create the right targeting, and I'm going to give you the information that you'll be able to use with other offers as well, because I'm going to teach you how to fish instead of just selling you fish. So what you need to do is you need to click on build tracking link. We're going to click on social, and we're going to pick the raw link. And this is the link here, right? You copy this link, and we're going to save this link in one of our, let's do a new document here, and we're gonna basically, so here we have a new document. Okay, so now that we have this link pasted here, we can go over to our, we could basically start building the landing page correctly. And the way you promote these offers that I found is one of the best ways to promote an offer like this is using something called a quiz, right? Basically, what a quiz does, it basically qualifies the lead. So you cannot just send the lead. First of all, you need to have a landing page. You know, it's very bad practice to send these people directly to the offer. So in other words, it's very bad practice to copy this link and send them directly from Facebook. Facebook doesn't really like that, and there's a high possibility they might actually disapprove the ad and actually ban the account. So I don't really recommend doing this. So what I recommend is creating something called the landing page, and for that I use a product called Thrive Quiz Builder. You're free to use any kind of builder you want. I know ClickFunnels, you can do that with ClickFunnels. So I already built a quiz really quick. And so it contains 3 pages really. So the first page is we have a splash page, we have 3 questions, and we have a URL redirect. Now you can do this pretty much in any kind of, there's a lot of tools that let you do that. You can use Thrive Quiz Builder here, or you can use another tool if you want. So let's take a look at our splash page, okay? And this is what our splash page, let's edit the design of this, load this up. And so what this tells is win a $300 grand prize. And I believe the offer is a $150,000 offer. So let's change that. This was, I believe, for another offer. So let's go ahead and change this to 150. So now we have a very quick landing page where we're gonna send the leads. And before they can continue, they need to start the quiz. So we're going to save this. We're going to go back to our Thrive Quiz Builder. Go back to the entire quiz here. We're going to look at the questions that we have. And I just have basically, some very simple questions, right? So the first question is, how long have you owned your house? Why do you want to renovate your home, and which sections of the house need to be renovated? So these are very simple questions, and the whole purpose is to basically qualify the lead. Basically, we can't just, have, hey, you won automatically. No, it doesn't work like that. You first need to qualify the lead. You first need to basically ask them a couple of questions, and then we're going to say, okay, now you can apply for a chance to win X amount of money. Okay, so how long have you owned your house? We have less than a year, 1 to 5 years, 5+ years. Actually, why don't we load up this quiz and I can show you how it works, how it looks. So we can go here, and I actually have a page already set up. So when you create a quiz in Thrive Quiz Builder, this could be different in the product you're doing. You're given this quiz short code, and you can copy that and you can copy the short code and basically paste it in a landing page. So we have some, let's go and find our landing page here. So we have this landing page right here, okay? This is our landing page that we just recently edited. And we can basically do start quiz, and it's gonna go through the motions. So how long have you owned your house? Less than a year, 1 to 5 years. It doesn't really matter what your answers are, because we just want them to go and basically give us the answers and go through the motions. Why do you want to renovate your home? I want to change the style of furniture. I'm expanding the house. Which sections of the house need to be renovated? The bedrooms. And now what we're doing in this quiz also, we're also collecting their name and email. So once they enter their name and email, they're going to get redirected to another page. So why don't I just type something like James at gmail.com, whatever. And now they're actually forwarded to another page, and that says, congratulations, you're eligible for a $300,000 home makeover. They click to continue, and they're basically forwarded to the actual the page that we specified over here, which is this page right here. And so you basically have the landing page. And once we have it, right, so this is the landing page here. Let's go back. Actually, it's right here. Home makeover. this is the landing page that we're going to use, okay? So now that we have our landing page and the actual quiz done and all that, which you can do either in Thrive Quiz Builder or you can do it in ClickFunnels. There's an option in that, or another tool that you prefer. We basically go back and we go on to our ads manager. Okay, so now here's where we create the ad, and this is a very important process here. I'm going to teach you how to create an ad so that you can basically create a campaign so that people, these ads get displayed, people click on them, and then you can monitor the effectiveness of this. So the first thing is we create a campaign, right? We click create. And also just something real quick, if you don't have a Facebook ad account, check out one of my other videos in the description where I'm going to teach you how to create a Facebook ad account. But really, really quickly, all you need to go do is you basically need a Facebook account, a personal account, and everybody pretty much has that. And when you're logged in, you basically go to business.facebook.com and continue the steps there, and you'll be able to create a Facebook advertising account. Okay, so now we're back into our we're gonna create a campaign, and this is something called a Facebook Ad Manager. So let's call this a campaign, like home makeover campaign. I'm gonna call it something simple. We're not creating a special ad category. We're buying type is auction. Campaign objective. So here is we're gonna use traffic campaign objective here. You can use other objectives as well, like conversions, but because we cannot really track the conversions that are happening on the other site, we need to use a traffic. Now, of course, you can create a conversions campaign if you have something like this where you're tracking them and you're collecting emails. Then yeah, you can use a conversion campaign. And in order to create a conversion campaign, check out one of my other videos where I'm gonna tell you exactly how to create a conversion campaign if you're collecting emails. If you're not collecting emails and you're redirecting them directly to the offer page after they completed the quiz, you cannot really have a conversion campaign because you cannot track conversions that are happening on Maxbounty. And so we go back. Let's say for the purpose of this, we are gonna do a traffic campaign, okay? Campaign budget optimization. That's basically a way to create a campaign with different ad sets, and think of an ad set as demographics and interests of the audience. So we're gonna leave this off for now. Because this is an advanced setting, we're going to leave this off. And we're going to go back and create a bunch of ad sets. Okay, and I'm going to show you how. So let's create an ad set. This is the first ad set here. This is an ad 1, ad set 1, save to draft. Okay, now we have another screen here. We have the campaign name. This is and if we close this real quick, and we expand this a little bit, we have we have the campaign here. We have the home makeover campaign. We have an ad set and an ad under it. So the next thing we want to do is we want to edit the ad set, right? And an ad set is where you basically create you have a daily budget for that ad set. Let's say we're going to do a $10 daily budget. Now, it's very important to make sure the ad set starts running on the next day at 12 o'clock your whatever time you have set up. So I have Eastern time on my ad account, and actually it's a really good practice if you're targeting the US to start running the ads in the beginning of the day, the next day, because if you start running it it's 5 p.m. right now, if I start running it, I only have 7 hours and it's going to spend all my money within 7 hours, and we don't want that. So next we go to the audience. We have age, gender, detailed targeting, location. So we have locations. We want to put United States here. Okay, we already have United States selected here. Next, we want to go to age. Now, I know that you can pretty much leave this wide open if you want, but I know that home makeover, home improvement kind of audience, they're going to be a little bit older. I don't think any 18-year-old is going to do a home improvement. So let's say for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to do 25 to 65. But chances are they're going to be even older than that. Genders, we don't know. We're going to leave this wide open. Next is the important part. This is the detailed targeting. And here is where you pick the kind of targeting you want, the kind of interests or behaviors or demographics that you want this ad to target, the kind of people. And so what we want to do, all right, so what we want to do here is we want to look at some of the interests that the people that we are targeting may have as their in part of their profile. So I know for a fact there's a lot of TV shows, especially in the US, that target that are for people that are interested in home makeover. So one show is called, you could basically search for home makeover, and it's called Extreme Home Makeover, Home Edition, or there's also a game. So we're gonna pick this interest here, okay? And as you can see, our audience, it changes here. So now we're at 3.2 million people. Now, what I like to do is I basically like to have one interest per ad set. That way I know exactly which interest is responsible for, the sales. If we're doing a conversion campaign. Obviously, you could add more interests here, but I like to have one interest per ad set. So let's go down. Next, we have placements. Basically, where do you want the ad to be placed? I'm a big fan of basically starting off with, I don't really use Audience Network. I don't use Messenger. I also don't do Instagram, because for this campaign, I think Instagram is going to be targeting a lot. I think Instagram is mostly for a younger audience. I do not think that the people we're looking to reach are going to be on Instagram, but you can definitely use this if you want. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we're just going to use Facebook. We are going to remove Marketplace, video feeds, right column, Facebook stories, and we're only going to do newsfeed. So once we kind of define, we're going to also remove in-stream video, search, and once we removed everything except the Facebook newsfeed, we are left, our audience definition decreased. So now we have 1.5 million people only, okay? So this is really good. I like to target around 1 million people per ad set, okay? So we have a little bit over 1 million people. That's perfect. Optimization, ad delivery. We're doing just a traffic campaign, so we can just do landing page views. That's fine. We're not going to do any settings here. Okay, so now we have one ad set. Now, what I like to do is, the name of the interest in this ad set is Extreme Makeover Home Edition. And what we're going to do here is we're going to basically use that as the ad set name, okay? So now we have it all set up. We can close this out. And now we have an ad set here. And what I like to do, now for the ad, right? What you want to do is we want to click the ad, and we want to create the ad real quick. So it's telling us that, there's an error. Obviously, the link is not there. We have the link. So we go back. And we basically wouldn't use that link. We use our home makeover landing page link. We click that, and we start creating the ad right here. So this is our website URL, okay? And now we are going to create the actual ad, okay? So destination is website. Let's create now. The next thing that we need to do is a Facebook page that we already created before. It's called Home Makeover Pros. And we are going to, next we're going to create an image. Okay. Let's see. We're going to create an image. Add media. So I already created images, but real quick, if you want to create images, the best tool to do that is Canva. Now in Canva, I already have an image here. What you basically do, the easiest way to create an image, is you basically create a design, go and pick Facebook ad, and it's gonna give you the right dimensions and everything like that. And all you need to do is basically put, an image. And what I did, and I already had some images there. Basically, I already picked some images. So here's a really nice image for a kind of home makeover, right? What it's gonna look like. So we basically resize this image so that it takes over the entire ad. We put some text in there. Let's put some text real quick, and we're gonna click on this. Let's put it here. Let's drag and drop. We're gonna increase the size of this text. 64. Also, I want to change the font real quick, because I don't really like this font a lot. I like Oswald. is a really nice font that I use a lot. Let's pick that. Let's make it bold. Let's center this. Okay, we have it centered. We're gonna center this. We're gonna increase the size a little bit. Now, as you can see, this font, so we're gonna say like, home makeover. 300,000, or was it 150,000? Okay. We're gonna increase the length of this. Actually, that looks pretty good. Now, as you can see, it's a black one, and with the background, it's not it's not really visible. So what you want to do is you want to go to elements. And what you want to do is, this is really good. This shape that I recently used is really nice. It's kind of a brush shape. And you could basically decrease the opacity, so you make it a little bit more see-through, something like that. You go back to our text. Let's scroll this down. Let's bring it up. And now we bring it forward, right? We basically go into position, and you could do forward or backward, forward here. And now it's more visible, right? It's a little bit better visible. And now we have homemaker. And now it's actually pretty big, so we want to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, let's center it real quick. Okay, that looks good. Okay. So now, let's see if we can decrease the opacity a little bit more. Okay, that looks good. Let's decrease the font a little bit. Okay, so now you have an ad that more or less is visible, at least on the background. Let's increase the opacity. I mean, you could play with it, of course. Maybe something like this, so it's nice and visible. Now, I'm not like a really good graphic designer, so you can definitely play with this to get it to where you want it to be. So let's make it a little bit less. Okay, so now we have an ad that more or less works, and this is going to be fine for our example. And what you want to do is you want to download it. It's going to basically save, prepare your design, and then it's basically going to download it here. We're going to say file. Okay, and we go back to the ads manager. We add media. We add image, okay? And we have a lot of these images here. And what you want to do is an image. Actually, first we go into upload. Upload here. Okay, we go to... Okay, it's uploading. Okay. So now that it's uploaded, we pick that image, and because we created the right image size, it should automatically work really fine. So now here's a preview. Here's a preview of what this ad is going to look like. So now we have an ad, we have an image, we have a link to our website. We click this, and I'm gonna do something else. Now we're not getting any more error messages if you've noticed, so we're doing well. So what I want to do this real quick. This is a really good example. I want to go to this ad set, and I want to click these 3 lines. And I want to duplicate it. Okay, so we're going to duplicate it. Let's see. Actually, we're going to click here. So what I want to do is I want to pick this ad set right here. I want to click on this. Actually, right here. Duplicate it. We want to duplicate it. And I want to duplicate it maybe 3 times. And when I duplicate the ad set, I'm going to duplicate the ads that are inside this ad set. So we click duplicate. And as soon as it's finished duplicating, now that it's finished duplicating, what we want to do is we want to go into each one of these ad sets. Okay, so we're going to pick this ad set right here. And what we want to do is we want to change the targeting, right? So we're going to leave everything how it was. We want to change the targeting real quick. So let's go find our targeting. Okay, we have Extreme Makeover Home Edition. So what we want to do is we want to click on Suggestions. And it's going to tell us, interests or behaviors that are very, very similar to the previous one. So Property Brothers is a very popular show where they basically redo homes. So we're going to pick Property Brothers, change the ad set name here, remove this old ad set here, and that's it. Now we go to the next ad set. We go to Detailed Targeting. We do Suggestions. We don't do Property Brothers since we've done that already. We click flip or flop, television series. We highlight that. We delete this old one. We go back and we rename this ad set. Okay. We do the same thing for the last ad set here. We go to our detailed targeting, click suggestions. So we did all of this. HGTV Dream Home. We click on that. We remove the previous ones. We click on that. We go and replace this ad set. So now we have 4 ad sets with the same ad. Let's get out. Let's see. Okay, so now we have. Let's collapse this real quick so I can show you on the main screen here. So now we have 4 ad sets. Okay, we have 4 of these ad sets here. Extreme Makeover. So let's go to the campaigns. We pick this campaign. We go to our ad sets. We have 4 ad sets. Extreme Makeover Home Edition, HGTV Dream Home, Property Brothers, Flip or Flop. Each one has a daily budget of $10, so your whole campaign is going to be $40 a day. Now, obviously, you can change it. I would recommend starting off, maybe, it depends on your budget, of course, but maybe you want to have it $5 a day. That's going to be a $20 per day total spend. So you want to click on this, pick, edit budgets right here. And we're going to, click here. We're going to change it to 5 as a daily budget. It's going to recalculate, and it's going to be total budget is 20, was 40. Okay, save to draft. And now we have $5 ad set per, $5 budget per ad set, giving us a total of $20 for the entire campaign. Okay, so now we're pretty much done, right? We have, each of this ad sets has one ad. Now, of course, I recommend having something like 3 ads or even 5 ads. I mean, 3 ads is nice. So you could potentially duplicate this and create another ad with another image, another text, and different variations. But this is nice to get started. And what you do is you click review and publish. I'm not going to do that right now because I have other campaigns running. It's going to go into a review. Facebook is going to look at it. It might take anywhere from, an hour to maybe 3-4 hours, or maybe longer, depending on their workload and other factors. But once it's going to start running, you're going to see it being active here. Campaign is going to be active, and you're going to be basically you're going to be promoting this offer. Okay, you're going to be promoting this offer, and you're going to basically you'll be able to go into your dashboard, look at the clicks, look at everything what's going on, and this is how you create an ad campaign, Facebook ad campaign for this specific offer. Now, the beauty of Facebook is that it gives you a lot of rich targeting. So you can create, campaigns to promote, all kinds of different offers depending on the interest of the person, right? You can, all you have to do, you have so many interests here. You can promote any kind of, you name it, whatever it is. And it's unlike Google Ads where they're, typing a search term. They're basically, they're just browsing Facebook, and boom, there's an ad for a $150,000 giveaway or $300,000 giveaway. And yeah, chances are they're going to be interested because you're targeting people that are, that have interest as extreme makeover, right? And then once you have the ads running, you'll be able to see, which demographic is responding better with your ads. Is it male or female? Is it another demographic? Is it a certain age range? Is it something else? Is it a certain interest? And you'll be able to narrow down exactly what's going on. I'm going to make another video on this whole process later on, but that's pretty much it. That's how you take a Maxbounty campaign and create a Facebook ad campaign where you buy Facebook ads that is going to give you $1.80 per lead for every single email opt-in. Now, remember, the beauty of this campaign is that if you're buying, these leads for less than $1.80, then you're making money. Obviously, if you're spending like $2 per lead, you're losing money. But with Facebook, you should have no problems creating relatively cheap leads where you can, make decent amount of money, because maybe your leads cost like something like 20 cents or 30 cents or 50 cents, and you're selling them over to, for this campaign, you're getting $1.80, right? So you're going to be making like $1 per lead, and you have 100 of these per day, you're going to be making $100 per day, or more or less depending on your effort and things like that. All right, guys, so I hope you found this very useful. If you have any questions, Leave the comments below, like this video, subscribe, and I'm gonna be making a lot more videos about Maxbounty, CPA, using Bing ads, Google ads, all kinds of interesting things that we can do together. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.